On the way down screaming, whoa, if all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Bone here, and what you're seeing right now is a cheeky little clip from where I jumped over spools on Inferno, killed the guy on spools, and then I proceeded to walk in front of his teammate who still didn't realize I was there, and I knifed him in the back. That was a very interesting clip. Anyway, the point of this video was to prove that you can make a $10 inventory work with good skins, not just the crap that you see. And this is honestly my personal choice. Also, I tried to avoid ones that are drastically overused for the most part. Also, another thing is I tried to find the better float values on some guns that had actually mattered. And other guns, I went with the factory new just because the value of the factory new was either less expensive or just plain off cheap in the first place, just a couple pennies or whatever. So this is the $10 inventory showcase challenge. First up, we have the USP Guardian minimal wear. This skin on the Steam market, when I bought it, was 52 cents. It is a very good looking gun for being a USP that's obviously used quite a bit because it honestly is one of the better looking ones. And I would say that the wear value I got was actually kind of luck. I chose the first one in this situation, but very good looking gun, very inexpensive for 52 cents. Next up is the field tested M4A1S Nitro. Now this gun was kind of a toss up because I know the M4A1S was nerfed, but the Nitro field tested, it looks pretty good, and since the values of those have gone down, I thought that I'd choose that. Plus, I find that the M4A1S I like a little bit more. So, my personal opinion, but whatever you choose. Also, this is one of the better float value ones. It's not the best one, but it's one of the better ones. Now, for the FAMAS, I chose the Doom Kitty. This one is minimal wear, mostly because it is a paint job one, and it does look a little worse in the field tested and lower values. So, I chose the minimal wear. Really doesn't really matter what in the minimal wear value you get. They all look pretty good. This one was 49 cents on the Steam market today, and that's the FAMAS Doom Kitty. Next up is the 5.7 Silver Quartz. I think this is a good looking skin. It cost 25 cents on the Steam market today, and honestly, I think it's one of the good looking skins other than the Urban Hazard. That is about 50 cents factory new. This one is minimal wear. It looks very good in the minimal wear state, and I think it is a good fit for the inventory. I'm choosing ones that I personally think look good and are very cheap. And now we have the MP9 Ruby Poison Dart. This one is used a little more in-game, but the MP9 is honestly not used that much during competitive games. But it's a magnificent looking skin for 37 cents on the market in the minimal wear condition, and I think it honestly deserves to be more expensive, but whatever the market price is, it worked out great for this loadout being so cheap. Up next is the Desert Eagle Field Tested Naga. I chose the Field Tested because one, it was cheaper, and also this skin is not affected by scratches. This one's just brightness, so if you choose the factory new, it's going to be a lot brighter than this one currently is, but I don't really care that much. This one looks fantastic in the field-tested condition and costs 34 cents on the Steam market. So I chose this one. It looked really good, honestly. I personally think it's one of the better-looking Deagle skins in the first place. Now up next, we have the MP7 field-tested Skulls coming in at 62 cents. This one I do recommend looking for a float that works better for you, because this one does show some more wear on the paint than other guns. This one honestly does look pretty good for the most part. It is a little gray, so it's not as colorful as some people like, but I like my guns very simplistic sometimes. Plus, I don't use this gun that often. But very good gun for the price. What we have here is the PP Bison Osiris Factory New coming in at 50 cents even. I chose the Factory New because 50 cents is honestly not that bad for a Factory New, and honestly the condition is on this gun. It doesn't really affect it, but I thought I'd get the Factory New just because why not? People are going to complain why the PP Bison, it's good in an eco situation, but I chose it because it's another skin to have in the inventory showcase. What we have here at this point is the P90 module. This one is a minimal wear. It is best in minimal wear unless you get factory, that honestly the two values look virtually identical. And the module minimal wear is 37 cents. And it's one of the better looking guns. It is overused a little bit, but I chose it because it looks honestly fantastic, even in the minimal wear value. Next, we have the Mag or Swag 7 Heat Battle Scarred. I chose the Battle Scarred because this one is virtually unaffected by any wear value, and we're on a budget here, let's just say. And the Heat is only 24 cents Battle Scarred, and I'd say it's virtually identical to the factory new, so I don't really see a difference in the wear values, so I chose Battle Scarred. Now last for the CT side, and I know this gun is both sides, but the last for the CT sided part of the loadout is the Op Worm God Field Test. This is another gun that's virtually unaffected by any wear value I've been able to see. The field tested one costs 89 cents and virtually is identical to the factory new, so I don't see a need in getting the factory new version. Now next we have on the first gun on the terrorist side is the AK Emerald Pinstripe Well Worn. This one is one of the other ones that's virtually unaffected by the wear value or the float value. I don't see why you'd buy a factory new unless you were getting stat track for bragging rights, but if you're on a budget, the Emerald Pinstripe is a great looking gun to have for your loadout. Now, one of the guns that you do have to be worried about the float value and the wear value is the Glock 18 Catacombs. This one was only 10 cents at the field-tested value, or wear, and it honestly looks really good. It's a very bland-looking skin to some people because it's not very colorful. If I had my way, I'd have a Glock fade, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. But the Glock 18 Catacombs field-tested. Now, I am pretty sure I'm going to get some controversy on this skin choice, but this is a skin I actually like. It is the Galil Battle Scarred Chatterbox. It looks disgusting to a lot of people, but it has Feed Me on the side, and it honestly looks kind of decent, even in the wear value of Battle Scarred, just because it looks beat up in the first place. I like it. I have it on my main account too, but this is the Galil Chatterbox Battle Scarred for $1.50. Now next up is a skin that's used a little bit more, but not as much as the Tech 9 Sandstorm, and this is the Tech 9 Bamboo Forest Minimal Wear. This one also in minimal wear, looks really decent except for the handle, it has a little bit of wear on it. And this one clocks in at 38 cents. Very good gun for the price, I would say. I think that the Tech 9 is a often used gun, and the Bamboo Forest is one of the better looking skins that are cheap. Up next is a gun that, on the market, surprisingly a lot of them had a lot of stickers on them already, but it is the MAC-10 field-tested Nuclear Garden. This one I did have to do a little searching for a very good float value, but it clocked in only at 72 cents for a field-tested with a decent float. And I would say it is one of the better looking MAC-10s other than the Fade and the Heat, that both are used quite a bit and are very cheap too. Now this gun, a lot of people are going to not agree with me on, but it is the Sawedoff York. It came out in the revolver case. I think it looks actually really good. This one is the minimal wear version, coming in at 10 cents. I think it looks really good, to be honest, but some people think it looks like absolute trash. This one is a matter of opinion. I chose this gun because I like it. Looks pretty good. Also, none of the guns in this inventory showcase are stat track. Now this one, the Nova Koi minimal wear, is overused a little bit, but you don't see people using it that much. A lot of my friends own one, but this is the minimal wear Nova Koi. Looks fantastic. I don't use the Nova that much, but if I do use it, I'll have this skin for it. And it comes in at 30 cents. Honestly, the minimal wear is one that you'd only need because the wear is pretty much on the handle. Guys, I put a lot of effort into this video, so if you would be kind enough to drop a like, I would really appreciate that a lot. Also, write down in the comments what you think I missed, what guns you don't agree with, what guns you would replace it with, and also write down if I could do a $15 inventory showcase, what M4A4 would you include? Because I know some people are going to say the M4A4 is not for, or is what you guys prefer. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smack that like button if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you did not, and write down in the comments if you did not enjoy it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed Happy Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.